Right now, at this very moment, your mind is under attack and you do not even realize it. You think you're making your own decisions, setting your own goals, choosing your own reality. But in truth, your mind is being hijacked, subtly, invisibly, by the world around you. And unless you learn how to fight back, you'll never create the life you actually want, because something or someone is programming your mind for you. Most people never figure this out. They go through life reacting, thinking that they're in control, when in reality, their frequency is being pulled in directions they can't even see. But if you're to truly understand what's happening here, you can break free and quite literally bend reality to your will. Let's get into it. Every single day, you're being bombarded with information designed to shape your beliefs, your desires, and even your identity. I want you to imagine you're this puppet, but you do not know you're this puppet. And every single day, unforeseen strings pull at you that control your beliefs, your thoughts, your actions, and even your emotions. In fact, everything around you, from the news, your phone, social media, friends and family, are all subtly influencing the way that you think, the way that you feel, and ultimately, the reality that you create. When media pushes fear, your emotions follow. When society tells you success is rare, you shrink your expectations. When your environment is full of scarcity, you unknowingly adopt that mindset as truth. Everything you know about money, love, success, and health were all installed by something outside of you. This is not by accident. These strings are being pulled by design. And this is because the mind is not neutral, it is programmable. When you absorb information unknowingly, you are literally downloading the blueprint, which dictates what you believe, what you focus on, and ultimately, the reality that you create. Your thoughts are not just thoughts, they're reality-building codes. And this is how reality works. Consciousness is contagious. Every person, every environment, every piece of media that you consume imprints a frequency onto your subconscious. The most dangerous part of all, most people do not choose their reality. They're living in a pre-programmed script dictated by outside forces. They mistake the programming for their own thoughts. I want you to think about this, right? How many people do you know always seem to be dealing with the same problems over and over again, whether that be money, relationships, health? It's as though they're stuck, which they are. It's like they're caught in a loop. They are stuck in a perpetual cycle. And we call this the frequency trap. The easiest way to control someone is to trap their frequency without them realizing it. And that's exactly what happens when you allow negative influences into your subconscious. Your conscious mind is the gatekeeper, which dictates what it lets in and what it sends away. But if you're not vigilant, information slips past your conscious mind and goes directly into your subconscious, where it programs your reality without your permission. This is why certain low-frequency environments, negative conversations, mindless content consumption keep you stuck. Hence why after scrolling on social media for hours you feel drained. It's because you're literally downloading chaos into your own mind. I want you to think about this. We'll say this is you. We're going to say you're making 10,000 per month, with the goal of reaching 20,000. But no matter how much you try and focus on this number, you cannot seem to hit it. In fact, it feels like this 10K number is cursing you. And then one day you wake up and you realize this has nothing to do with my external, has nothing to do with the numbers, and everything to do with your internal, your thoughts, your beliefs, your convictions. And so you go to work on changing these, but you make one fundamental error. This is one day in your life. I want you to view life like an algorithm that's dictated by the frequency that you hold. You change that frequency, you change the algorithm. What so many of you do wrong is you get into the state and then you go and binge watch Netflix, YouTube, doom scroll, so on and so forth. And after a month, you're looking back and you're like, nothing changed. Well, there's your answer right there. The same thing applies to people who are always complaining. You start seeing problems in your own life. If you've got friends that complain constantly, that manifests into your own life. This is not just energy. This is reality transmutation in action. What you allow into your mind dictates the frequency that you emit, which dictates the reality that you experience. So now we know this. What can we do about it? First step, detox your mental environment. Your environment is either training you to be the creator or the consumer. You must cut out toxic frequencies that are hijacking your frequency. Ask yourself, what am I listening to? What kind of content am I absorbing, keyword there, absorbing daily? What conversations am I engaging in? Because whether you realize it or not, every piece of information you engage with is either strengthening or weakening your internal frequency. If you are constantly hearing, making money is hard, success requires struggle, money is the root of all evil, People will judge me if I grow too big. Abundance requires me to work harder. These become your blueprint. You cannot plant the seeds of success in soil polluted with fear, doubt, scarcity. Detox your mind, remove the weeds, and watch your reality shift. Step 2. Commanding your subconscious. You need to become the architect of your own mind. This means intentionally planting the right ideas, the right thoughts, visions into your subconscious. How do we do this? Visualization. All possible realities already exist. You're never creating your own reality. You're simply attuning to a specific reality. Observe a scene where the goal has already happened. And I want you to think about it like this. You do not watch a movie questioning every scene. You let yourself experience it, right? Simply experience it. Do not create, experience. Visualize the process, not just the outcome. See the actions, events that lead to success. Visualize the momentum building, the doors opening, the identity alignment. Let your visualization become so familiar, it feels inevitable. Step 2. Affirmation through identity. Speak from your future self, not to it. Your words are only powerful when they match who you believe yourself to be, not who you're trying to be. Most people hope their desires become true someday. But reality does not respond to wishful thinking. It responds to who you're being internally. Live as though you already embody that reality. From now on, act from certainty, conviction, the inevitability of your reality. Emotional conviction. Your subconscious responds to emotion. 2 quotes here. Hold the state of the wish fulfilled, as within, so without, from the Kabbalion. Feel with absolute certainty of having it already. Your subconscious isn't wired to register mental pictures alone. It registers the energy behind them. Success is not pursued. It is attracted by the person you become. Strengthen your frequency. Think of a radio dial. If you're on the wrong frequency, you get static. When you tune it correctly, there's meant to be an arrow there, you get a clear signal. Your internal frequency determines everything. Okay, it literally determines everything. And as we've discussed, low frequency people get stuck in survival loops, right? This is what this whole video is about, getting stuck in this loop. High frequency people tap into the flow of synchronicity. Guard your mind fearlessly. Operate from conviction, not confusion. Stay disciplined in your thoughts. When you have an unshakable frequency, the world bends to your energy instead of reacting to reality. You start creating it. I love this quote here. Your reality is nothing more than a reflection of your most dominant emotion and mental state. The stronger the frequency clarity, the faster reality shifts. The weaker the clarity, the more distorted your reality becomes. And hopefully you can see the importance of all of this. If this is detrimental, you're either falling short and these things are catching you out right here, or you're controlling your own frequency and not getting hijacked. You've been attached to invisible strings since the day you were born, but now you know the game. The moment you take command of your mind, your focus, and your energy, you step into the highest level of power, the power to create reality on your terms. That's everything I wanted to go over in the video itself. Hopefully you can understand how important this actually is, that you control your own frequency instead of getting hijacked constantly by outside factors. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below or send me a message on Instagram. Take care.